So, do Netflix do refunds, or...? I'm pretty ill during the recording of this, so please don't be surprised if halfway through it I burst into a sneezing fit, and or, you know, die. Special Correspondents is a Netflix exclusive from Ricky Gervais about two local news radio types that get dispatched to South America to report on a civil war. Now, for various reasons, they end up having to stay behind in New York City and pretend to be on location, which leads to even more farcical lies and eventually having to fake their own kidnapping. I was completely unaware of this movie until the other day when I was reading an interview with Gervais, and he was talking about why he decided to take it to Netflix. He was saying that releasing the movie, which he writes and directs by the way, on Netflix allowed him more creative freedom and less input and interference from the studio. Now, when we're talking about the guy that created The Office and Extras, that makes me sit up and listen. Unfortunately, this movie really blows it. The story is actually a really interesting concept, and on paper it sounds like it would be right for a strong comedian like Gervais to get stuck into, but it never actually develops into anything more than a good premise. When I finished watching this film, I pulled my phone out to start writing notes for this review, and honestly, I actually struggled to think of anything that happened. It's just a mishmash of really weird performances and really weird moments. There's not really anything that's particularly bad in the movie, it's just nothing gels. The cast don't have chemistry with each other, nothing works. The biggest fault of this movie is that it fails to make you ever care about the characters. Gervais has a proven track record of character writing, but in this it feels like he held back, and that every character's traits were just picked out of a cliche tombola. Ricky Gervais is quiet and likes comic books and collects action figures and plays video games and doesn't talk to people really. Eric Bana is cool and a womanizer and a rule breaker, and Vera Farmiga is a total bitch for no reason apparently. Really the only character that I actually found myself liking was Kelly Macdonald, who's like a co-worker of Ricky Gervais and actually has a bit of a crush on him. Although Kelly Macdonald is from the same place that I'm from, and this movie breaks the cardinal rule that Glaswegians should not attempt accents. Pretty sure that was carved into stone millennia ago. I mentioned weird moments earlier, and this movie definitely has a few of them. Off the top of my head, I distinctly remember at the start Eric Bana walking around the streets of New York in what was clearly filmed off the cuff, but people in the background are reacting to his presence in the camera. Now you could argue that it works in the sense that they recognise Bana's character as a local celebrity and that's who they're reacting to, but when was the last time you were even vaguely aware of who your local news radio hosts are? I'm pretty sure even people in local radio don't react to that. Bana's character then walks into the office after giving a report, and as he walks in, everybody stands up and applauds him. I mean, come on, when was the last time that happened to anybody ever? And if it did, I want to know where, because I want to work there. Ugh, what else? Oh, the last lines of the movie. The last two lines of this movie are literally, this is like the end of a movie. A low budget movie perhaps. What? It's just such a shift in tone compared to the rest of the movie when it tries to get all meta, and it's actually quite jarring because the joke falls so flat. I mean, I can just imagine the writer's room that night being like, right lads, it's the very last night, we need to wrap this up, what have we got? Oh, I know, it's like the end of a movie. Aye, alright Ricky, can we go to the pub now? Fuck's sake man, this guy. Two quick plot holes I want to point out. At one point, Ricky Gervais and Eric Bana's characters have to break into Ricky Gervais's one-bed flat in order to raid a safe so they can get some cash. However, the entire world at this point still thinks they're stuck in Ecuador, right? That would include Ricky Gervais's wife who's asleep in that one-bed flat. How on earth did you think they were going to get away with that? Have you ever tried to do anything in a one-bed flat? I'm in a one-bed flat. Have you ever tried to do anything in a one-bed flat without the noise just reverberating throughout the walls? No. Also, when these guys are almost at the peak of their notoriety, i.e. when their faces are plastered all over the news and everyone is out looking for them, they freely walk the streets of New York without any disguises. Now, not only is that an odd plot move, it's also a missed opportunity. I mean, that could have been a really funny scene in the vein of Four Lions when they tried to hide their faces from the CCTV. All in all, Special Correspondents is a comedy movie without any jokes. It is offensively average, which has made all the worse known that Ricky Gervais can be and is so much better. It's a showcase of wasted potential, and for that reason, I'm giving Special Correspondents 2 popcorns. More than anything, it's just really boring, and it's hard to care about the story when you're watching it. However, I do want to give it credit for being arguably the first film to take its poster picture immediately after the stars had just watched their own movie. Thanks for watching my review of Special Correspondents. If you liked it, you can check out some of my other videos and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.